Hi friends, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are highly welcome to this channel. My name is Elizabeth, and if you are a returning subscriber, you already know you are welcome back to this channel as well. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. So in today's video, I'll be talking about some of the important things you need to do as soon as you arrive the country. So the first on my list is to visit the international office in your school. So it's important you visit the international office with all of your documents so that they can check you in. It's very important they are aware that you are around, because you said you came to the country to school, so they should know that this person has arrived and this person has been checked into the school system. Okay, make sure you go with all your documents, because you can be asked to bring any of it. So you don't want to go with some documents and leave some at home, and when they ask you for your documents you say, oh, you forgot it, and then you start going back and front. That will be stressful. So make sure you go with every document that is necessary for your school. So the next thing you want to get is a SIM card. You need a SIM card, right? You need a phone number that you can use to call while in the US. Yes, you can still use your WhatsApp number, use internet in school or wherever to make calls to your family and friends abroad, but you need a phone number in the US to be able to reach out to people and for people to be able to reach out to you. Okay, so before choosing a SIM card, make sure to ask people, especially international students, let them advise on what service provider to use. Check out the different plans they have and see the one that fits into your budget. Another important thing that you should do is your housing. It is very important. You need a house to stay. You can't be staying in an Airbnb or in a hotel or squatting with someone for a long period of time. So you need housing. Some people, good and fine, they got their housing before they got into the country, and some people have families they'll be staying with. But those of you who do not have family and need a house and couldn't get a house before coming, then you would need to get a house to be able to settle. Now, to get a house in the US, there are so many factors you need to consider, especially when you are a student. Proximity to school, is it along a bus route? The pricing, can you afford it on the long run? So these are so many things you need to consider. So you need to check all of those things before you take the house. You want to check how long the lease is. Is it a month-to-month lease? Is it a 1-year lease? So you have to be careful and choose wisely. Before taking a house, make sure you interact with other international students. So another thing you want to do is to open a bank account. It is very important to have a bank account because you would need to make a lot of transactions to pay your school fees, your bill, and whatsoever. You just need a bank account to make transactions. So now, before opening a bank account, you also need to ask questions. Don't just walk into any bank and open an account. Ask people around you. Ask international students, what bank accounts do you feel would be better for me? Ask people in your location. Don't just walk into any bank account and open a bank account. You could go and open an account that will be very hard for you to maintain, but if you ask questions, you'll be guided directly on what type of account to open and with what bank. Okay, so be very careful when doing that. And before you go to any bank, make sure to call them to set an appointment. Some banks will want you to set an appointment with them, while some will be okay with you to walk in at any time. But just to be on the safer side, just call and set an appointment. It is very important that you have your school's ID card. You want to be identified as a student. They might ask for it at any point, and you want to make sure you have it. It is also important for some other things like transportation. Like where I stay here in Omaha, you can use your student ID card to enter the bus for free. You don't have to pay. Once you are a student and you can show your ID card, then you can enter the bus for free. It might happen in other states as well, but I am not sure, but I'm very certain about this place. So there are other things your school ID card can help you get, it can help you get discount on some things. So make sure you have your school ID card. So the next thing on my list is the social security number. So you need the social security number to be able to work as a student. Okay, if you don't have the social security number, you will not be allowed to work. And before going to the social security office, try to set an appointment with them. If you do not know your way around, make sure to ask questions. It's very important to ask questions. When you visit the international office, they can direct you there. You can ask people around, how do I get to the social security office? And they will show you directions. So make sure to ask people. And when you are going, please, there are some certain documents that you need to go to the social security office with. Make sure you go with all of those documents. Do your research and make sure that you go with all of those documents. You don't want to be going back and front. It is not easy. You'll be tired. You just came from a long flight and you just want to have all your documents with you so that you don't have any issues of going back and front. Okay, if you are a graduate assistant or you already have a job on campus or whatever, make sure you visit the human resource office, that's the HR office. Make sure you go there for proper documentation if you want to be paid. So do not forget to visit the HR. Go there so that they get your bank details, they get your phone number, they get everything they need from you to be able to pay you. Do not forget to go to the HR. If not, you might not be paid. Some people forget, and at the end of the month they are not paid and they are wondering why they are not paid, but they did not visit the HR, so how would they be paid? So don't forget to visit the HR and submit every documentation that is required by the HR. So the next on my list is orientation. Please go for your orientation. If you have arrived and you have the time, please go for your orientation. It is very important. Do not miss your orientation. There will be a lot of information that will pass at your orientation. You get to learn a lot of things about your school and things you should do and things you should not do. They will see all of that in the orientation. Don't worry, just go for your orientation and you get to meet other international students and make connections. Okay, don't sit at home and say I'm not going for my orientation. Go and get information while you're home. So the last on my list is try to visit your department before the actual resumption date. Just if you have the time, please go. I mean, it's not compulsory, but that will just save you stress on your actual resumption date. You won't be wondering about. Just go and check your department, check places you'll be having class, acclimatize yourself with the environment if you have the time, so that on that day when you resume, you just walk in straight to your class. You don't have to start wondering about and be tired before the class even starts. So just check your department, know what's up there, know what's going on. Try to check where your library is located. Just try and check 1 or 2 things you'll be interested in the school before your actual resumption date. Because once school resume like this, no time again, no. It will just be full of assignments, exams, classes. And so the little time you have, use it to check around to know what's up, what's going on in your school. So guys, this is the end of today's video. I hope you found the video useful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comment section. Please do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to share the video to your friends, to your family, to people you think will be interested in this kind of video. See you guys in my next video. Bye.